Juve's first away game saw them travel south to face newly promoted Empoli, coach Capello's 600th match. A brilliant early display by his team ensured it was a match to remember. David Trezeguet with a fine opening goal after only 10 minutes. Patrick Vieira then headed in his first goal for the club to put them 2 goals up. A third arrived as early as the 16th minute. Mauro Camoranesi fortunate to grab his first goal since February. The game was all but over. Juve's fourth came on the hour mark. Trezeguet with the lob for his second of the match. 4-0. Juventus sending out an ominous warning to their Serie A rivals. Defeat against Siena last season ultimately cost Milan the Scudetto. The Rossoneri, though, have won the last 2 meetings between the clubs at the San Siro. Andrei Shevchenko remains Milan's key striker, but he can be so much more. He set up Massimo Ambrosini early on. The Ukrainian, who's just guided his country to the World Cup finals, then scored himself brilliantly. Siena reduced the deficit before the break through Igor Tudor. In the second half, Brazilian substitute Kaká made sure of the points. The perfect preparation for Milan ahead of their Champions League clash this week with Fenerbahce.
In Germany, last season's Bundesliga top scorer Marek Mintal missed Nurnburg's Bavarian derby against Bayern Munich due to injury. Nurnburg, without a win so far this season, went ahead though, thanks to Horacio Pinola. That lead lasted just a minute. Peruvian Paulo Guerrero scoring for Bayern. And the German champions sealed their 13th successive league win, going back to last season. Michael Ballack with his 3rd goal of the campaign. Kaiserslautern, with 2 wins out of 3, had hopes of overtaking visitors Werder Bremen when the 2 sides met at the Fritz-Walter Stadion. The visitors, so far unbeaten this season, took the lead after half an hour through Johan Miku. A great Werder Bremen move opened up the Kaiserslautern defence. Miroslav Klose against his former club. Just before half-time it was 3. Torsten Frings with a fine strike. Klose then scored his 2nd of the game and 5th in 4 matches. Kaiserslautern managed to pull a goal back. Halil Altintop with the finish. But a rampant Werder Bremen scored a 5th in the last minute. Jurika Vranjes securing a comfortable away win.
Second round of games in the Primera Liga, Real Madrid's Galacticos took on Celta Vigo at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. It saw home debuts for their new stars Robinho and Julio Baptista, so club captain Raúl was only on the bench. And Celta Vigo took a surprise lead when Chilean Pablo Contreras scored in only the 7th minute. Julio Baptista signed for €20 million from Sevilla during the summer, then had his heel clipped inside the area. Fellow Brazilian Ronaldo placed the penalty coolly to level the scores. There was more partying to come for the Brazilians. Julio Baptista scoring his first goal for Real. However, just before half-time, Real centre-back Pavon was judged to have handled the ball inside the area while challenging his old Real teammate Antonio Núñez. And it was Núñez who reacted quickest when Canobio's penalty was saved by Casillas. In the second half, a moment of controversy turned the game. Canobio's shot was judged to have crossed the line. Celta were back in front. Madrid may have been hard done by. The Galacticos couldn't find a way back, however, and the match ended 3-2 to Celta Vigo. All eyes were on Samuel Eto'o as he faced his old club Real Mallorca at the Camp Nou. Champions Barcelona were hoping to kickstart their season after a disappointing draw in their opening game. Predictably, the Cameroon international came back to haunt his former club. He had a slice of luck, though, as the ball seemed to take a strange bounce off the pitch. Five minutes later, Eto'o was on hand to double his and Barcelona's tally. In the second half, the match turned sour. Ballesteros was sent off for a second yellow after a heavy challenge on Dutch midfielder Mark van Bommel. He may yet face further punishment after slapping Puyol in the face on the way off. Mallorca were then reduced to 9 men, with midfielder Farinos also awarded a second yellow card for what appeared to be a combination of foul play and dissent. Two men to the goods, and with the game as good as over, Barcelona pressed for more goals, with Eto'o having 2 excellent chances to score his hat-trick. He couldn't take either of them. 2-0 it remained, Barca's first win of the Primera Liga season.
There's something strange going on in Scotland this year. After 5 games, there is a runaway leader, and it's not Rangers or Celtic, but George Burley's Heart of Midlothian. Hearts played away at Livingston and went ahead on 11 minutes. Rudy Scarshall with his 6th goal in 6 games. And Garis Jankauskas almost made it 2-0 moments later. The second goal arrived on 27 minutes. Andy Webster with the free header. Livingston have yet to record a win so far this year. They showed the determination to change that against the league leaders. Hearts' major shareholder, Lithuanian businessman Vladimir Romanov, travelled to the match on a supporters' coach. He saw Paul Hartley score a 3rd for the Edinburgh side. Livingston still showed spirit. Graham Barrett causing problems with his free kicks. That was how the home side pulled a goal back. Paul Dalglish, son of Liverpool and Scotland legend Kenny, with the finish. Dalglish had a chance to close the gap further just after the break. But But Hart's 100% record looked sure to continue when Jamie McAllister was fouled. Paul Hartley with the penalty kick. Scotland keeper Craig Gordon made a fine double save for Hearts. And the Edinburgh side march on. 4-1 the final score. Undefeated champions Lyon extended a Brazilian welcome to new striker Fred. Michael Essien had freed up the €15 million for President Aulas to buy him from Cruzeiro just before the transfer deadline. The 21-year-old made the dream start, scoring in just the 5th minute. Things got even better for the debutant, scoring his second after half-time. The Brazilian has now scored 42 goals in 44 games in 2005. Definitely one to watch in the future. Things got worse for Monaco as Ivorian Olivier Capo was dismissed for a second yellow card. Another member of the large Brazilian contingent at Lyon, Juninho, showed some sublime South American flair. And maybe had a good shout for a penalty that was turned down. In the 79th minute, Davide Gigliotti's free kick was heavily deflected past Gregory Coupé. It turned out to be just a consolation. Lyon held on to win 2-1. Paris Saint-Germain were hoping to extend their fine start to the season at home to Strasbourg. They'd only lost one game, while struggling Strasbourg were yet to record a single win. French international Jérôme Rotten went close early on for the hosts. Strasbourg responded. Lionel Letizia pulled off the extraordinary save. Bonaventura Kalou lost in midweek playing for the Ivory Coast against Cameroon. He put that disappointment behind him by scoring for the Paris team, his second of the season. Portuguese international Pedro Pauleta, currently Le Championnat's leading scorer, was then denied by Stefan Cassar. Things became even harder for Strasbourg after Hosny received a second yellow. It stayed.